All right, let's talk about this Joe Budden shit.
Oh yeah.
That bring me to that shit right there. You see what I'm saying? Like,
well, it's so funny that you said that because that's the first thing I thought about. That's really the first thing I thought about. What you got to say. So that's funny. That's why I'm like, yo, we can't like we too connected. Like it's like we.
So
too
what's the
connected.
Joe Budden shit? What's the Joe? Let the people know what the Joe Budden shit is. They should know. Some of these people should know because they was in the live. But I want you to say the whole situation from your perspective, and then
okay. So look, I'm gonna
from
say
when you got the notification.
From when I got the exactly when I'm saying everything. So I'm like, I see the notification. It say what? Look, it's so you know how you just see two things at the same time. You ain't even get to finish reading what it said before you done seen the main part that you needed to really see to get the full picture.
Excuse me, folks.
It's like it came down, and all I saw was, I swear, at the same time, Rondo the Kid, and Joe Budden. I saw Joe Budden first because I was like, I don't even follow Joe Budden, and then it said Rondo the Kid is live. I said, yo, that's crazy. And Shorty thinking that I'm on the Meet Me joint, and Shorty thinking I'm talking to her. She talking to me, and she thinking I'm like responding to her, like reacting, like I'm geeking. I'm like this, like, bro, this shit is fucking crazy. Hold the fuck up. Hold on. Whip my other phone out while she right there got on live on this phone that I'm using the flashlight. Got on live. I said, "Hey, what are they talking to?" I'm like, "Oh shit, it's over. It's over." So then I was like, I'm watching it. And then you was like, yeah, and then I got this guy. He was like, I got this guy, yeah, my co-host. Look, you
I don't even remember the words I said. That's why I want you to.
No, you good.
I want you to tell me.
I'm just imagine you, me, and no, just imagine you, but I'm in the situation, right? No, and then I say, yeah, so and then I got this guy, yeah, my co-host, like he don't never watch the podcast afterwards. And then I know you ain't finished what you were saying because right. Joe Budden cut you off and said, you just fire him. And then he was like, right. And then I was like,
yeah.
I was hurt, bro. I was hurt, bro. Like I was like I thought, look, I'm telling you, bro, that shit really hurt my feelings, bro. I was really hurt, bro. Like I was damn, bro. Like I felt like when I
because you was happy for not only me but us.
No, I wasn't even thinking about me. I'm thinking about you.
But I know, but it's like it's a hard. Like, go ahead.
Because you this is your shit. You love podcast. Like I love podcasting too, but I'm not trying to be a professional podcaster. You are a professional podcaster. You know what I'm saying? So you being in that opportunity is something that I know you always wanted. Yeah, so I'm like, damn, he really there. Like it's just like, yo, we went from really just speaking on stuff happening like that, and then just really just happened like out of the blue, random.
I'm talking about real dreams, real visualization,
real manifestation shit. Right. Like, so I'm like, damn, it's over. It's still over because he know who you are. That's all that matters is he knows who you are. So I'm like, damn, I'm just like really geeked. And then that happened. I'm like, I'm still happy for you, but I'm like, damn, this nigga really just like.
So what was going through your head? What you thought was going to happen after that?
First thing I don't know what was gonna happen after that. I just was like, damn, bro. He like, damn, he just switched up on me like that, like damn.
Well, that's the crazy shit about it. Like he don't know what we doing. Like he don't know that I know that you're not a podcaster.
But that's all. And then when we talked about it, then I had to realize that like he don't know who he talking about. Like it ain't he know NASCAR. Like, oh yeah, just fire that nigga.
But like, he think he dealing with a dude. He think he talking to a dude who is struggling podcasting with other dudes who podcast.
Yeah,
and they shitting on it like they not helping him podcast. Like he thinking I'm dealing with a podcaster.
Yeah.
Like because that's what it sounds like. He my co-host. No, I didn't say this guy. That's fucked up. I should have probably, but it's in the moment. You know how shit go. I wasn't even. I was drinking, but I ain't gonna blame it on no alcohol or nothing. I feel like if I was more prepared for that, like if me and Joe had a talk before that, we was like, all right, we got to go on live. That shit would have not been like that. You see what I'm saying? It was a random situation. But it wasn't random because, like I said, we done did the work to put ourselves in this space.
For real. Just imagine, like, if you got in that situation.
That's like you getting with Pierre, and you like, yeah, I got this fucking nigga I be making music with, and he don't fucking want to drop music, and this nigga, and Pierre was like, man, fuck that nigga then. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga podcast. Fuck you doing? Nigga, you about your music shit. Fuck that nigga, bro. I'd have been like, damn. No, not only that, you said right.
And I said, right, yeah, that's the thing. It's just like you agreed with him. I'm like, dang, he agreed with him. Like
I wasn't agreeing with him saying fire you. I'm agreeing with his logic.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm like, I know that's the Joe answer. I knew that's what he would say. So I'm like, right. I hear you. Like, I don't have enough time to go into the detail. But right, you right. On paper, you right. If that's all you know, that is the right response.
Nice.
You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't expect him to tell me,
of course.
Work with him, and he wouldn't have said nothing else other than that. What else was he going to say?
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
So it's like, for me, I'm like, right, you right. But I didn't even get into that. I just jumped to the next thing. I just got to, you know what I mean? Everything I was trying to get off my chest at that moment. So
no, facts.
Okay. Here goes. This the Joe effect, y'all. This the real Joe effect. My whole point of asking you if you heard Donda was because, okay, nigga got a verse on that on one of Kanye songs, and he said, remember when my mama said I was challenged? You know that single black mother, you know that she petty. I turned that heavy heart to $2 million, reverse out of Deddy. Remember when my mama said I was challenged? And I'm sitting outside, I'm smoking, I'm looking at the stars and shit. I'm like, what is niggas on earth really giving a fuck about right now? And I'm like, why is we giving a fuck about what we giving a fuck about? And I tried to say, should we care about this? Should we focus on this? Should we do this? No, that's wrong. No, that's not right. What it is the only reason men really struggle is because we want peace. You ain't gonna get peace if you was raised by a mom who was petty.
Facts.
Single black woman, you know that she petty. That's why I'm like, you need to hear this album. He said that single black woman, you know that she petty. She a black mama. She know that he said that to other niggas. You know that she petty. Remember when she said I was challenged? You know that she petty.
Yeah, facts.
Took that heavy heart and turned it to $2 million. Reverse out of Deddy. The same mom who said he was challenged. Now he can take and wipe out her debt.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that leads to, you know what I mean, whatever reason, the reason you ain't get to it and shit because, and, you know, you didn't get to finish the doc or whatever because of that Chike shit. And that's funny because I felt Kanye way more than I felt Cootie.
I knew you was gonna say that.
No, I felt both because, like I said, I plan on being Cootie too for other people. Because I have a production company, bro. At the end of the day, it's going to be a time when Kiid creators interview somebody. And it's, you know what I mean? My production team, we were the first interview of this nigga. And it's going to get to a point where he calling us Chike. And it's like, nigga, you don't remember Channel Zero?
Like I said, yeah.
When you was a zero. Who never turned their back on you, though? Who always believed in you? And now I can't even get you to call me what I want to be called on camera. And this is one of the biggest moments of your life, bro.
And he wasn't even always working with that man, though. Like,
exactly, though. So it's like, this nigga got his own family, all the shit he sacrificed.
And then I'm like, then it's the nigga name. It's just like, yo, out of all his names, like, it's got to be Chike. Like,
All right,
Nigga
bro.
made
This
it
is where I get to the
cheap
point where, like I said, I didn't want to blame it on the alcohol, but he was drunk, bro. Like at the end of the day,
Man.
he was turned up. What you want this nigga? Come on, we talking about Kanye.
But I'm like, yo, that's your man stuff. Like y'all was like, he went through the
That's your
fire and the
man's
flames with you.
who?
Like,
You remember when he was telling that nigga Cootie the first time? Yo, I think for this next video, I'm gonna have to go with somebody.
no,
What you gonna do when I be like, all right, bro? All right, we done podded to the point where we got, I'm getting seen by some real hosts. They want hosts with us, but they want to be my co-host. And it's like, okay, and I'm like, hey, yo, I want the show to go in this direction. You with your music shit, you doing your music shit. What I'm supposed to do? What you want me to do? You want me to like
do you?
But you not Cootie. Cootie was like trying to still tell him why he need to be the one to shoot the video. Telling him like you gonna go to Shorty and Shorty ain't gonna fuck with you. Shorty, you gonna be coming right back to Cootie saying, yo, he fucked the video up. You don't remember when Cootie said that?
Yeah, I do. No, I do. That's why I'm like, yeah, I ain't like that.
You're not that type of nigga.
Yeah.
We don't have.
But he was right though, because he did come back and let him shoot the shit.
Whether he was right or not, though.
Yeah.
Why would you say that in that moment, though? Like, why are you saying that right there?
Nah.
Like at the end of the day, you could be like, look, I'm shooting my man's documentary.
Yeah,
I believe in my man's and all this shit. You have to still side with your man.
No, facts. Yeah.
Because this is his vision. This is his life that he trying to live.
Yeah, facts.
So it's like, okay.
Man, it's Hype Williams, I guess. Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna say too about this whole shit. That's a celebrity. Like Joe Budden is not. I'm not gonna reduce Joe Budden to a celebrity, but he is a celebrity. Whether he want to be or not, whether he do everything celebrities do or not, whether he a typical whatever.
Yeah, he got a fan base.
He got a fan base through doing a lot of shit. He made a hit song before. He made a hit song.
Facts, yeah.
He's had a hit record, so now, yeah. And he's been on Love and Hip Hop. This is the dude we talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've never done none of that. I never made a hit record. I never made a pump it up. Hit up.
No shit.
I came to get it cooking. I came to get it fucking. I came to get it. And the Kimber just came on his 50 Cent shit, right? I never did it. Never did that. I don't know what that's like. And I also never I love when he talks about the work that he put in to even make that song and how much he had to go with the flow, but also put a lot of thought and strategy into it.
Yeah.
And I also never been on Love and Hip Hop, never planned on it, but I'm sure she over here, she ready for this.
Shout out Love and Hip Hop. Nah, that shit fake.
Fuck Love and Hip Hop. I'm talking about making their own Love and Hip Hop. But look,
nah, for real, bro.
Now, if I ever do some shit like that, it's gonna be because it's my show. That's the only way I'm doing shit like that. But look, you be looking at me like that. What's wrong? You all right? You sure? Nah, she good.
No, ain't that perfect.
Something ain't that perfect. So, excuse me, folks. I had to blow that out. Shit was stuck in my throat, in my chest. So,
gang unified.
I'm not about to make no whole decision about my whole thing that I've been doing consistently. Like I get on there and I tell Joe what I'm doing. Tell him about my podcast, my content, what we talk about, what we doing, my vision. And I didn't even get it all out. I gave him a 30-second synopsis, and I left out a lot of shit. And he say fire my co-host. I'm not the nigga who gonna be like, all right, boom, he's gone.
No, I know that. I know. Look, I didn't think about you. I know you wasn't gonna fire me.
But think about it. But that's all I'm thinking about is the fact that you know that I'm not gonna do that. So I didn't put my thought wasn't in. All right, how is this sounding right now? How am I looking? Like, you know what I mean? I couldn't even get to that part because he said it so fast, and I'm like, "You right? Like, no, you right? No, I feel you. You know what I mean?" I even said to Joe, I said that shit you went through with Rory and Maul, like, dude, that helped me.
No, I heard that.
He was like,
I stayed for that.
Well, good. I'm glad that my fucking pain, like he was like, well, nigga, that wasn't the fucking plan. Okay, I'm glad it helped niggas. Like, you know how niggas tell celebrities all the time. And you remember that song when you said you was gonna kill yourself? She saved my life. He was like, nigga, okay, like. I'm glad it helped, but like, damn, bro, like
That was
I
the
was
point.
really fucked up. I got fucked up over that shit. Like that really was like a dark time. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm sure shit that I even said to Joe, he knew he had to understand. He processed it faster because he's used to this lifestyle, but he processed the fact that like I wasn't being offensive, that I wasn't trying to if I was. And it was like a thing where it's like that shit just crazy. I say all that to say like it's gonna come a time where I'm like, that's the thing about this podcast and shit, bro. What makes the podcast to me is what made the podcast, period. If me sitting here with you having real conversations is what generated the fan. And I talked about this a long time ago before Joe Budden even knew about the Rondo Show.
Mm-hmm.
I said it's gonna come a time, right, when this shit means something to people, and you're gonna be on it. You're gonna be a part of why this shit means something to somebody.
No, like shit.
So who am I to then negate what you give to the show because somebody new might have an opinion about you? To me, that's what makes the show the show. I'm with that. I want people to be like, why the fuck you potted with NASCAR? I want them to try to divide us and watch us pod more. Because it's like you obviously don't get the pod. You need to stay tuned in.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see what comes out of this. Like, bro, we disagree in ways, but it's in such a way where we both end up learning something. That's something that don't nobody else got. So it's like at the end of the day, I don't know how to explain that shit. You get what I'm saying. As long as you get what I'm saying, I don't need to clear it up for nobody else. It's just like, bro, that shit is just, it's wild because it's like for Kanye to do that in that moment, I feel you. I feel you fucking, I feel Coodie and I felt you. But I had to go with Kanye because I'm like, this is his doc. Why are you trying to get your kudos right now?